Hello everyone, I'm here with my video on the chapter A House is Not a Home by Goudioso. This is for class 9 and in this video I'm covering all the question and answers that can be asked from this chapter. Let us first go through the theme of the story. This story reflects the challenges of being a teenager and the problems of growing up. The author drives home the message that life without affection is useless. His feelings of depression and insecurity were natural when he thought that he had lost everything. The moral of the story, a house is not a home, is that one must face the challenges of life head on. The story highlights the thin difference between a house and a home. While a house is a building where people live, a home is a place where a family lives together, sharing the unique bond of love and oneness. The narrator's house gets destroyed by fire and he gets a new house. With a lot of love, the house becomes a home. Let us now start with the question and answers. Question 1. What does the author notice one Sunday afternoon? What is his mother's reaction? What does she do? The author, while doing his homework, noticed the smoke pouring in through the seams of the ceiling. The room was filled with smoke very quickly. The author and his mother ran outside to save their lives. His mother ran out of the house with a small metal box full of important documents. She became so crazy that she rushed back to the house just after dropping the box. The author was shocked, but he showed his presence of mind and ran out to the neighbors to call the fire brigade. Question 2. Why does he break down in tears after the fire? The author's house was completely burned down. 5 hours later, when the fire was finally put out, he realized at once that his cat was nowhere. He had to face the loss of old school, his house, his other possessions, and his cat. In such a state, he cried and broke down in tears. Question 3. Why is the author deeply embarrassed the next day in school and walked like a zombie? Which words show his fear and insecurity? The author was full of remorse as he was left with nothing. He didn't have a proper dress and study material. He had no backpack. He had the feeling of insecurity. All things appeared strange to him. He was shocked deeply and seemed frustrated. The fire had reduced his house to ashes. His cat was also not with him, and in the new school he had no one to talk to or share his feelings. In such circumstances, he considered himself dead like a zombie and had no interest in life. The words uttered by him, "Was I destined to be an outcast and a geek all my life? I didn't know. I didn't want to grow up, change, or have to handle the life if it was going to be this way. I just wanted to curl up and die," reveal his fear of insecurity. Question 4. The cat and the author are very fond of each other. How has this been shown in the story? Where was the cat after the fire? Who brings it back and how? The author had a pet cat, which was his constant companion and a source of entertainment. He was fond of her and could never think of living away from her. He had a special bond with her because he had rescued her when she was a small kitten. He loved his cat very much. He never considered her far from him. She kept sitting beside him when he did his homework and other household work. When the author found his house, when the author found his cat back, his happiness was beyond limits. He grabbed her quickly and felt relieved. This proved that they were very fond of each other. The cat ran over a mile away when the house was on fire. A stranger lady brought it back as there was a phone number written on the collar of the cat. Question 6. What actions of the schoolmates changed the author's understanding of life and people and comfort him emotionally? How does his loneliness vanish? And how does he start participating in life? His schoolmates bought up school supplies, notebooks, all things of different clothes for the author in order to help him. It was a matter of surprise and too difficult to believe for him. He gets emotional satisfaction. People who had never spoken introduced themselves one by one. All things seemed new and created his interest in life. Now he had all the things, whatever he used to have. He started enjoying his life as usual. Question 7. What is the meaning of "My cat was back and so was I"? Had the author gone anywhere? Why does he say that he is also back? The answer is, here the author wants to put out that life without affection is useless. He was depressed after a great loss in all fields. His old school and teachers were always in his mind. The fire had reduced his house to ashes. His cat was not with him. In such circumstances, he considered himself dead and had no interest in his life. In the end, as soon as the conditions took the turn, he felt relieved. Now he had all the things with him. The author had not gone anywhere. It was the state of mind. He recovered from this gloomy state and started enjoying life when he got his cat back. Question 8. Why did the author feel isolated in his new school? The answer is, after passing the junior high school, the author joined a new school. He was very popular among his old teachers and friends in the old school. But in the new school, he had to restart as a fresher. He did not have any friends there, so he felt isolated in his new school. Question 9. Why did the author visit his old school? How did his teachers encourage him? The answer is, he could not adjust himself in the new school. He missed his old teachers and friends so much that he would go back and visit them. They encouraged him to get involved in school activities so that he could meet new people and make new friends. They also told him to come back and meet the old teachers again. Question 10. Why did the fireman hold the author? The author loved his mother too much. He saw his mother running into the burning house. He was emotionally charged and tried to follow her. The fireman stopped him forcefully, otherwise he would have jumped into fire. He could have lost his life. Question 11. What happened to his mother who had run into the burning house? The answer is, in her efforts to collect the pictures and letters of her late husband, his mother entered the burning house and inhaled a lot of smoke. The fireman rescued her and she was put on oxygen mask. Soon she became all right. Question 12. What three things made the author's house a home? The answer is, the fire tragedy changed the author's life. He was so depressed that he did not want to grow up and wanted to die, but his reunion with his cat, his new friends in the school, and his new house made his house a home where he could live. Question 13. What is surreal? Why does the author feel that everything was surreal? The answer is, surreal means something strange or unreal. The author felt that everything was surreal because too many unfortunate things had happened to him. His house was burnt down, his cat was lost, his mother was left with no money, and he had no books, shoes, clothes, or school uniform. His secure zone had been ripped away suddenly, and the changes were too much and too many for him to handle. Question 14. When does the author say it was like Christmas? The answer is, the author says this when he gets inside the gym to see the surprise load of school supplies and different clothes on the big table only for him. This seemed like Christmas because these assorted gifts were similar to the surprise gifts that one gets from loved ones on Christmas. This is the last question, 15. Suppose you are a woman who rescued Zan's cat. Write a diary entry in about 150 words describing how you found the cat, what efforts you had to make to trace its home, and how happy you felt after handing over the cat to its rightful owner. So as this is the diary entry, we'll quickly see the format. You have to write the date, day and time, and then leave one line blank, and then dear diary, again one line blank, and here we start the diary writing. Let us see what I have written. A month ago, I found a beautiful red tabby cat strolling on my porch. The cat was healthy and clean. Her appearance indicated that she was much loved and adored pet. I moved closer to the scared little thing and saw that it had a collar on it. I noted down the phone number etched on its collar and took the cat in before calling up its owners. I fed milk and biscuits to the cute furry thing and she purred gently as if expressing gratitude for having rescued her. Then I put an old rug in a basket and made it a new comfortable home for the cat. I sat down by fire and tried to call the numbers of its owners. Unfortunately, the number seemed out of order. Then I searched the telephone directory to locate the address of the owners given against the phone number. Somehow the directory did not have the complete address, but the name of the locality and the city could be found, and this is how I was able to go back and hand over the little tabby cat to its rightful owner. So relaxed I am now. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you are a newcomer, please subscribe my channel. Also share this video. Go through the playlist for the other videos of all the other chapters also. Press the bell icon for the latest notifications. Do take good care of yourself. Bye.